Alright, so before we start singing, we are going to do some stretches. We are going to start by taking our head side to side, stretch out our neck for a couple of seconds, and now we're going to stop and we're going to go back to the front for a couple of seconds. And now we're going to stretch out our jaws. And you can massage your jaw like I'm about to do while you're doing this, or you don't have to, but basically we're just going to be yawning for a couple of seconds. This helps with our vowels, and it also makes us sleepy. But now we're going to roll our shoulders. We're going to start moving them forward and backwards. And forwards again. And backwards again. And now, if you aren't already, we're going to make sure that we are standing with our feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more, and your knees should be slightly bent. You don't want to lock out your knees when singing. And we're going to take a big breath and bring our arms up. And big stretch up. Big stretch. And we are going to take it to one side. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Hold for a second. Big stretch. And to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Big stretch up. And we're going to bring our arms down. And I'm going to let mine hang and dangle for a second. And then we're going to do another big breath in. Bring your arms up. And down. Release your air. One more time. Bring your arms up. And a big stretch. Big stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, we're going to drop. And we're going to hang for a second. And then we're going to slowly bring ourselves back up. One vertebrae at a time. Head should be your last thing up. Alright guys, let's do some singing. Okay, so our first vocal warm-up is going to be E-A-I-O-U. It's the one that sounds like E-A-I-O-U. And one thing to know about this one is that we are going to start at that pitch that I just started with, and we're going to go up, and then we're going to go back down the scale. Once we start heading back down the scale, you'll actually hear me say back down in a sing-song voice. But yeah, one thing to focus on in this one obviously is your vowels. Just make sure that those are crisp and clean, and obviously cleaner than the ones that I'm using in the video. But yeah, you'll see me over there playing, and I'll demonstrate it over there on that piano. But once I start singing, you guys can start singing with me. So.
Alright guys, so our next vocal warm-up is nga, and it's the one that sounds like nga. One thing to note about this one is that you do not want to be singing things that are uncomfortable in your voice. You do not want to damage your voice. Obviously, sing what you feel comfortable with, and do try to widen your range if you can. However, you don't want to injure your voice trying to hit notes that are just a little too far out of reach for you. So, once again, I'll be over there at my piano playing for you guys. I'll demonstrate it once, and then once I start singing, you guys can start singing with me. Alright, so our last warm-up is, those are the 5 notes that we're going to be focusing on first, and then we're going to go down the scale. For the convenience of the video, I am singing ahs. However, if you guys would like to sing a different vowel when you're doing this, or a different vowel every single time that you do this warm-up, that would be great. You can focus on different consonant noises. If you want to say ba or ga or na or la, or a fun one if you really want to annoy your roommates is nya 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 nya. If you want to annoy your roommates or your neighbors, which I am doing constantly. But yeah, so that's going to be the focus. Once again, I'll be over there. Listen to it and then sing along with me.